Today, we are on Yukon Highway number 9. What highway is that? Also known as Top of the World Highway. We're on top of the world, y'all, going to Alaska.
Yeah, west to Alaska today, guys. So you already saw we went across another ferry coming out of Dawson City, and this highway is going to be rocks for at least 100 miles. So seems to be our theme lately, guys. We've been on over 1,000 miles of dirt road now. Why not go another 100 or so? But we are going to cross back into the US today, into Alaska, and make either chicken or toke, or maybe both. So you're going to want to stick around. The scenery is once again going to be awesome, as usual here in Canada and Alaska. Here on the Top of the World Highway, you can see behind us what they call Castle Rock. It's a really cool rock formation over there. There's also supposed to be some smaller ones. This is the first one we've seen so far.
We are on top of the world.
Guys, we're back in the US and finally back in Alaska after 12 years. We left here in 2012 and we're back now in June of 2024.
We came across the top of the world highway, as you just saw, and just went through the border crossing, and there's this little pull off as soon as you go through the border crossing. It was super easy. They just had us stop, and he came over and asked us if we had anything to declare, and looked at our passports and sent us on our way. Super easy. He didn't even ask for the dog's information this time.
No, very easy. And we're looking off this way into Alaska, and there is a lot of beautiful scenery to come, I'm sure. So you're going to want to stick around for that, guys. Let's go see what we can find in Alaska. Well, as you just saw, guys, we are back on, well, we're 12 miles from Tok, which means that we are now back on the Alaska Highway. So we've kind of come full circle. We started after we left Washington for the Alaska Highway. We hit the Alaska Highway in Dawson's Creek, and then we went off the Alaska Highway to the Arctic, and now we're back. So 12 miles to go to Tok. The top of the world highway was about, well, 172-ish miles from Dawson City back to the Alaska Highway here. It wasn't the best highway. It was on and off, gravel and paved, and a lot of frost heaves and potholes and things like that. But yeah, not bad, not too bad.
And that did include the Taylor Highway. And we, the only wildlife that we saw was a big old fat marmot going up the side of the hill. And that was it. I was surprised that we didn't see anything else. There was lots of, in the milepost, lots of warnings, watch for moose, watch for caribou. We didn't even see any interesting birds.
No.
And we didn't get the snow, as you saw, though. I wasn't
fresh snow
expecting that in, what, June 10th, I think it is today.
Yeah.
A beautiful drive, though, and we'll keep taking you with us.
We stopped here for dinner at Fast Eddie's here in Tok, and this brings back some memories. When we moved from Georgia to Alaska in 2009, this is the first place we stopped after the border, and we stayed at the motel here. And when we opened the back of the U-Haul to get our stuff, we saw that our dining room table was broken in half. It was so sad. So we actually left it here and just took the chairs, and we ended up giving those away too.
I don't have any memory of opening the U-Haul here, but I do remember the broken table. And I also remembered when I walked into this restaurant, the salad bar, because it's right as you walk in the front door, and it's shaped kind of weirdly. It looks like it should be a hexagon, but it's only half. So it's a threeagon or whatever. I don't know what you'd call that, but it was a weird shaped salad bar. That's why I remembered it. The food in there was pretty decent and at a decent price. And I told Allison when we got out of the RV, I looked across the street over here and saw diesel for $3.73 a gallon. And I said, that's almost free compared to what we've been paying. Up in Inuvik, we paid $2.78, I think, a liter. So that's almost 4 liters a gallon. So do the math on that. It's been a lot more than $3.73 lately for us, guys. This was our spot here for last night, guys. We are literally in a rest area. There's some pit toilets there. And as you can hear, there's a motorcycle going by, and we are right on the highway here. It wasn't too bad as far as noise goes when the semis go by. I think you're about to hear one here in a second. It's a little bit louder, obviously, because we are maybe 25 yards off the road. But there weren't a whole lot of them. So they didn't really keep us up. We did have a mosquito issue last night. I'm not sure where they were coming in from, because as we learned on the Dempster Highway, we knew we were going on dirt again, so we taped up all the windows. So the only one that I left untaped was probably the top hatch, I guess. And when we got here, I untaped the door and everything to get in. So some of them, I'm sure, got in the door while we were setting up, and others, I don't know. But yeah, there were quite a few. They were buzzing us in the ears last night and everything else. Let me turn you guys around and show you the view. It's kind of a cloudy day. We've had rain quite a bit of the night last night, so the view isn't as impressive as it was last night, but it was starting to get, the light was starting to get a little bit low, so we didn't film last night. But let me turn you around and show you what we got here. Over here, hopefully, over there by that peak, just below it, you can see water over there. That's the river, and there's a little trail behind the pit toilets that goes back there, and you can actually, there's an overlook, you can check it all out. There's a little information sign back there as well. And then on the other side of the highway starts the a pretty cool mountain range here, and when the clouds aren't covering a lot of it, hopefully you can see maybe right over there, there is some snow left still on the hills here, guys. And as you can see, if you look under our tires there, we did have to put up on one little Lego block per tire on this side. So we were just a little bit unlevel, but we leveled it up pretty easily, and we were able to stay here fairly comfortably overnight.
We are at milepost 1422, the end of the Alaska Highway. It's also the beginning of the Richardson Highway, so we're not at the end of our adventures in Alaska. We're actually just getting started.
Absolutely. Just because this is the end of the Alaska Highway doesn't mean our journey is going to end. We've got a lot of Alaska to see, guys. We just got here yesterday. We'll be here until mid to late August, so stick with us. Let's go check out all of Alaska.